Hello again, vinyl community. Dan here, Vinyl Fury, and I'm back with another vinyl update video. And hold on, something's not quite right here. Hold on just a second. Okay, there we go. This lens is I'm still getting used to it. It's a little weird. Hi, I'm Dan. This is Vinyl Fury, and I have another vinyl update for you. Got a few records over the last week, and tonight is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to you American viewers. I am a vegan now. I've been vegetarian for like almost 9 months, and I decided to cut out all animal products almost 2 months ago. I was working up to it. I felt great since I've done it, both for health reasons and moral reasons. I just find that I don't need or want to eat animal products. But anyway, that poses a little bit of a problem for Thanksgiving and a family of carnivores and such. And I've long been a lover of mashed potatoes and whatnot, so it was a little different this year. My family did their best. They provided a tofurkey meal, but when I got home, they didn't know how to prepare it, and it would take like 3.5 hours to make it as it was frozen. So I didn't get to eat it yet, but I'm looking forward to tasting that. So anyway, I have a few records here to show, a new release, and a couple records that I've been wanting to get for a while that I found for a decent price. And this video is yet another test of equipment. I have added a LED light that's on the top of the camera, as well as a stereo microphone. And I don't know how well this is going to work. This is the very first time I've used it. I plugged them in just before doing this video. The light, it looks like it's lighting things up fairly well. I tried to turn off the overhead light completely, but it just it didn't look quite right. It just looks like I'm shining a flashlight at me or something. But did a quick test with the microphone, and I know it's working. I just don't know how much noise there's going to be or how it's going to sound, what I'm going to have to do to it in post. But I'm trying to take the production value up a notch here, especially with this new lens that I got that hopefully will benefit from added light and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll try to make adjustments and make things look and sound as good as I can. I know there's a few people that said that the new lens made things look very good, but the sound was a little tinny and stuff because the camera, since it's a fixed focal length, I have to move it back about twice as far as it usually was with the wider lens. So hopefully this mic will make up for that, and I do have a mic stand that I might try to use. If this doesn't work too well, I can get it closer. But that's all stuff that I need to worry about. But I just hope it goes well for this first time. So, records. John Mayer's newest album, Paradise Valley. This was released on CD and digital, I think, in July, I want to say. A while back. And the LP release was initially a few weeks later. I think it was like 6 weeks after that. I think it was late August, maybe sometime in September. It was supposed to come out, and it's been pushed back several times. I pre-ordered it long ago on Amazon, and it just arrived the other day. It just kept getting pushed back and pushed back. I don't know why. You would think they would have kind of an advanced procedure to get this thing out on time, but for some reason it just didn't happen. So it finally came out. I'm pleased to say it was worth the wait. They did a great job on the pressing. It is the lacquer's cut by Chris Bellman, who works at Bernie Grundman Mastering, and the record is pressed at Palace USA, which I didn't even know there was a Palace facility in the US, but apparently it's somewhere on the East Coast. So yeah, this album came out just right around a year after the last one, Born and Raised. Because he had nothing to do for the last year because he couldn't tour. He had vocal problems. He had some kind of node in his throat, that he had surgery on it, and then it came back, and then he had to have surgery again, so he couldn't sing, couldn't go on tour and promote Born and Raised. So he wrote another album's worth of material and recorded it. And when anything was first announced, it was not long before the album came out. So that was pretty cool. Very quick turnaround. And the album quality is not quite what it would have been had he took a normal 2-year cycle to do it. It's still quite good. I enjoy it. I really love the first single, Paper Doll, which is a great drum groove and really smooth guitar part. Really love the riff. And it's definitely continuing the feel of Born and Raised. A slight country vibe to it. Definitely doesn't really sound like country music, but it has an influence of that. Kind of like this cover, this large plane. That vibe is definitely built into the sound. And it does feature a track of guest vocals by his girlfriend Katy Perry, who I'm sure you know of. And despite the stigma that she has, the music that she makes, the song is not bad at all. It's actually a pretty good song. The vocal part is not annoying. It's actually quite nice. And again, it has a really sweet drum beat and guitar lead that I really enjoy. Really great tone. The pressing sounds great. I listened to it twice, once in the speakers, once in headphones. I think it sounds very good. And the label is a custom label. It's a blue and gold Columbia label. I don't know if this is actually a reproduction of a vintage label or just kind of a retro inspired thing, but he's had these retro looking labels on the last several releases that he's done. This one looks different than those, though. I think it looks pretty cool. It also comes with the CD, and the CD label looks like this as well. So yeah, that's enough about John Mayer. Say what you will about him as a person. I really enjoy his music. I didn't at first, definitely. When he first came out, I didn't really want anything to do with it. I was like, nope, sucks. For some reason, a couple of years later, I gave a couple of songs a chance. Actually, off his first EP, just acoustic songs. I was like, you know what? Damn it, he's pretty good. I like it, and he's only gotten better since. He's a great songwriter. I think he's a great lyricist, and undeniably, he's a great guitar player. So, if you're into John Mayer at all, and you like this album, what you've heard of it, I definitely recommend the vinyl pressing. It's under $20 on Amazon. Should be between $20 and $25 elsewhere, and I think it's worth it for the quality of the LP. Okay, probably spent a little too much time talking about John Mayer. So I've talked about Fry's Electronics before, big electronics store. There's one location in Oregon. I think there's one in Washington, a few in California, Texas. I don't know if they're anywhere else. But they have a decent-sized vinyl section that showed up within the last year or two, and it's grown a little bit. And I just stopped by there the other day, just curious, see what they had, what I hadn't seen. And they usually have pretty good prices. I got a few. Jimmy Eat World, Damage, their latest album. I don't remember when this came out, but it wasn't long ago. This was only $16.99. And I read reviews saying that it was definitely one of their best albums in a long time. And I've enjoyed Jimmy Eat World, so I gave it a shot, and I really liked it. For $16.99, it was quite good. And the pressing is quite nice. The vinyl is very clean looking, very nice quality vinyl, and mastered by SAE Mastering, which I've had pretty good experience with, LPs that are mastered there. And great Jimmy Eat World songs. Pop rock, melodic pop rock. Good stuff. $16.99, I think it was worth it. This next album is an album that I really haven't listened to a whole lot since it was released in 2007. I remember listening to it a couple times. But Definitely not as much as I've listened to their other albums, and I love this band. For some reason, it was underwhelming to me initially, but I found it for like $15.99, which is a great price, so I got it. Foo Fighters, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. It's a double LP. Gatefold. It's that nice, smooth paper. It's not glossy. I like that. And each record has a printed inner sleeve. Dave Grohl. And the other one. And this is pressed at United. I've had some comments about them lately, and it had that United look that I see, just not clean looking vinyl. It looks scuffed, or I don't know, I can't explain it, but you know what it looks like when you see it. But these are supposed to be 180 gram records, and LP1 feels like it is, definitely. But LP2 is more like 150. I held them both in my hands. I looked at them. LP2 is definitely not as thick as LP1. I don't know what happened there. But it sounds pretty good. I know the album was mastered by Brian Gardner, who also works at Bernie Grundman Mastering. I don't know if he cut it. I think he did. The Dead Wax signature. I know I've seen it before, but I don't know if it's his or not. I couldn't find out. I know he used to have like birds or flowers. This is like, it kind of looks like a stick drawing. It's one, and then a triangle on either side, and a dot at the top. Kind of looks like, I don't know, an antenna or something. Maybe somebody can confirm that that's his signature. I thought it sounded pretty good. And I liked the album better than I remember it. And Khaki King, one of my favorite guitarists, she plays on Ballad of the Beaconsfield Miners. And I forgot that she did that. I know she played on the album previous to this. But when the song came on and I heard the guitar, I was like, oh yeah, that's Khaki King. Her sound was just kind of very familiar to me. So that was a nice rediscovery. And that's a acoustic instrumental track. So yeah, Foo Fighters, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. Definitely glad I got it for $15.99. I don't think I'd pay more than $20 for it. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite of theirs, but I enjoyed it much more than I did. I really like The Pretender, the opening track, and Long Road to Ruin. I think those were both singles. It's not often that I really enjoy their singles because they are played to death on the radio, but I guess it's been long enough. I still really like it, so glad I picked that up. And finally, the last thing I got at Fry's, finally a copy of A Love Supreme, John Coltrane. And this is the modern pressing of it. I think it was reissued in 2009 on Impulse reissue, 180 gram vinyl. It says from this. There used to be a sticker that said like from an analog source. The sticker's no longer on these. I think this was repressed a couple of years ago, maybe, from that same issue. And I think it's all based on like a 1995 remaster. The label still says limited edition on it, but it's definitely not limited. It's been in print for quite a while. This was also pressed at United, and didn't look, super clean, but it did sound pretty good. But I say finally on this because I ordered this quite a while ago. It was over a year ago. The first copy I got was quite warped. Really disappointed. Sent it back. Got another one. Same thing. I think it was even more warped. Was really disappointed, and then Amazon said, you're probably just going to get another warped one, we'll just refund you. And I thought, well, dang, I really want this record, but yeah, probably right. For some reason, this just seems like the worst gatefold ever. It's got that notch here that creates a space in the middle, which is fine if it was loosely shrink wrapped, but it's tightly shrink wrapped, and it creates that open space there for that shrink wrap. And if the record is far enough back, it's going to bend it. It's just physics. that's why sometimes I really hate the gatefolds. I find that it really increases the likelihood of that record being warped. And this is the third one I bought, and it definitely has a warp to it. And I think it's a little bit better, and with my record clamp I can make it work, but I shouldn't have to do that. So I am going to take it back. I had several more copies. They seem to be pretty okay. I mean, they're a big chain store, so I can return it and try another one. This is only $13.99 on the sticker. It actually rang up at $11.99, so I can't complain too much. It was a great price, and it did sound pretty good to me. I love the music, but I'm definitely going to try to get a flat copy. I really hope it happens. Sonically, I like the reissue, but it's been a tough time getting a flat copy. And I feel like this video is pretty long now, and I don't really like to do that. I just got a couple of 7 inches at a thrift store the other day. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. I think it was a big hit in the 80s. A fun song. It's got an instrumental version on the B side and Sade, Smooth Operator. I have the album with this on it, but it was $1. So, and I haven't bought a 7-inch in a long time, so I picked that up. And I have 2 more releases that I am really excited about. I really love them, but I'm gonna dedicate either one video for the 2 of those, or one video each, even, because I want to talk a bit about them. And I'm not gonna do that tonight because I want to edit this and see how it goes and make any adjustments that I might need to do. So thank you for sticking with me. Probably watching this on Friday, so happy Black Friday. Good luck at the record stores. I'll be there lining up. There's 2 things. Well, there's one thing that I really want to get. I've been waiting for a while, and a few more things that I will get if I find them. So good luck. I look forward to everybody's videos and everybody's rants that I'm sure will also be involved, probably mine included. And I also got a new cartridge that I'm really excited about, and I will make a little video for that soon. I got the Audio-Technica AT120E, and I wanted it for a very long time. Since before I got this turntable, and I wanted to put it on this turntable, but nobody carried it in the area. And so I gave the Grado that I got with it a chance, and it's been fun. But even just a few LPs in, I'm absolutely loving this cartridge. So I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy your music. Did you fart again? Did you fart?